Alright guys, who have we got in the chat? We've got Underdog Paint there already. Alright Bazza. So, welcome to the live stream. Lucy is back for a live stream. It's been a while.
Yep.
What you're working on? Is that's the new Celestin, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel Schuerhardt.
Yes.
Lucy insisted that she didn't want them for the rules, but I went and bought her for Christmas anyway.
Yes, he did.
So, but what else are you working on?
Liberators. I don't know the names.
Yeah, she's got the 3 from Shadespire, Steelheart Champions.
Yeah. And then a load of Guardians for your Eldar. Oh.
Whoa! But you've also got another Stormcast there as well.
Oh, I do. A birthday present of Phil.
Which you're finally getting around to painting. Lift it up. There you go. Heralder, number 1. Because she already had number 2, didn't you?
I did. Trying to show it.
So Lucy's working on that. Meanwhile, I am working on 2, 4, 6 Dark Eldar Raiders, 3 Venoms, and a Razorwing. All at once.
Yeah, but you're not starting from scratch for them.
No, but 2 of them you did most of, and then the others I sprayed with flip paint, then Lucy did all the gems on them. So, few things have been going on behind the scenes. I'm going to clean my glasses because they're filthy. Me and Phil played 3 1,000 point games the other day, and I edited them. We pretty much played them live. I think the 3rd game we did in 7 video clips, which was brilliant to play a 1,000 point game with almost no stopping of the camera. So they seem to have been quite popular. There's over 1,000 views on each of them already, which is great. Me and Phil basically thought, right, what can we do that's a bit different? I know. Let's smash out some 1,000 point games. Very raw, very unedited. I literally put the video at the beginning, and then I think the only bit I had to edit was when Phil said a few naughty things and I had to bleep it out.
Yeah.
Which obviously I'm not going to repeat. Yeah. Patreons, I want to say a big thank you very much to James Jones for supporting us on Patreon. Any Patreons do get 1 week early access to all the battle reports. The narrative campaign is going well. The first mission is already available for Patreons. Mission 2 is currently being edited, and me and Lucy played mission 3 on, was it Sunday we played? No, it was Monday. It was New Year's Day we played it, didn't we?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was just Monday, so I'm going to work on getting those 2 edited.
It was the funniest game I think I've ever had.
You didn't want to do it at first. She wasn't really in the mood for gaming, and then when she did the first turn, she was like, yeah, I'm liking this.
Yeah, I mean, 6 nights. I faced 6 friggin' nights.
Yeah. Yeah.
They looked awesome on the table.
They really did.
You got a really amazing picture, and I posted it, and it just looked horrendous.
Yeah, it looked really bad. I'm like Samuel Jackson. You can't censor this much comedy, mate. You were on fire that day, and you were on fire on Tuesday when you were around here. We did the Blood Angel Army overview, and we just sat and built stuff and talked about Blood Angel stuff. And I didn't realise, but we were talking for 2 hours 15 minutes about Blood Angel stuff. So yeah, that was cool. And hi Phil, by the way, and hi Jacob. Feel free to actually post in the chat what Phil said, but I can't repeat it. Because YouTube will say, no, we don't like that, we don't like that. So yeah, I've made a list of all of my unpainted models, Lucy.
Yep, and before Christmas it would have been a heck of a lot shorter.
Yes, but it's also now going to be a heck of a lot shorter as of today, hopefully.
That's true.
When I finish all this stuff that I'm working on. And I have 2 things to show you guys, first of all. So the first one is this. Paint Hammer 2018. In the grim darkness of 2018 there is only hobby, official painting log. And I can unlock some achievements. Painted 365 miniatures in 2018. That's, come on, it's me.
Yeah, so I'm laughing at because you get that done by the end of January, no one knew.
How long did it take me to paint 100 blood letters? Like 3 days?
Yeah. Well, I helped.
You did. Not with blood letters, you didn't.
Thought I'd.
No, you wouldn't touch them.
Oh yeah, I tried to bin them twice.
Yes, you did.
Tried throwing them out the car window, and then I literally, when we got home, I put them straight in the bin and didn't realise for like half an hour.
I need to paint another Start Collecting set, Lucy.
I think you've got enough. The thing is, that's all you seem to run, so it's very predictable and it's very easy for me to counter.
Fielded an army of painted in 2018 miniatures. It's basically field an army of models I've only painted in 2018. That's quite possible because I'm going to do it with what I've got here with the Dark Eldar stuff. Painted for Warhammer 40,000. Yep, painted for Age of Sigmar. Well, there's some Sigmar stuff on my desk right now. Painted for the Hobbit or a specialist game. Oh, that's easy. Lucy is currently doing Stormcast for Shadespire, and I have 5 Reavers to do. Won a painting competition or an award? Maybe not, because I don't think we're going to have time for many tournaments this year because of college and stuff. Featured a Minion White Dwarf or Facebook? Nah, not going to happen. Fought off a no hobby mojo period. Do I have no hobby mojos?
What does that mean?
Where basically I'm not in the mood to hobby. Lucy prays that I have one of those. Entered armies on parade? Maybe. Entered Golden Demon? Probably not. Shared hobby on Twitter, Insta, Facebook. Okay. Do I get that like 10,000 times? So, the final penance is hello Dark Artisan. I just started playing Warhammer 40,000 a few weeks ago, and I also enjoy your Dark Eldar back rep since it's my first army. Keep in the great work. Thank you very much. Phil said, I said Mephiston didn't show up to the battle because he was taking a break with Mephiston after the Tyranid invasion by bleep 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 reset the clock bodies. Don't say it aloud. I actually have the audio for that on my phone. I saved
what you sent, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm also going to work on quite a lot of scenery this year, hopefully, Lucy.
Hopefully. The first thing
what?
Is a special waterfall.
Yes, I'm going to make a floating island, kind of like what you see in James Cameron's Avatar. But I'm going to do it with purple flowing water for Lucy Sylvaneth. I'm then going to do some kind of hide hut kind of thing, like beast hide huts for me good busters and stuff. And what were you going to say?
Graham telling me to slap you about until we talk about Sigmar and only Sigmar.
Graham, I presume you're watching, seeing as your message, Lucy. You need to come in the chat and message it and talk. Sigmar we'll talk about in a few moments, but I'm going to improve some of my current scenery. I was inspired by Paul Tonks sent me a piece of Gene Stealer Cult terrain last year. Paul's a great guy if you want any commission work doing or any terrain build or anything. Go and see him, he does some fantastic work. He's just done some commission work for James Jones as well. And I met him out with No Retreat in person, so go and check out Inside Out Terrain. But there was little posters on the terrain piece, Lucy, and like Gene Stealer Cult symbols and everything. So I decided to make some wanted posters of my own to cut out and stick on my terrain.
Has he actually seen them yet?
He's seen the picture. So yeah, I have Phil wanted posters. So yeah, that is a thing. Right, Graham, Age of Sigmar. So Mulligan portents. Jacob, if you're here, you can probably explain everything better, as can Phil. Phil is very excited about the Age of Sigmar Nurgle release, which Lucy's going to be fighting next week.
Just put coffee with him.
Phil's going to be ordering the whatever the Age of Sigmar Nurgle Battletome's called. I can't remember its name. He did a review of the White Dwarf book 2 days ago. And we're both going to be getting Demon Codex. So Lucy's going to take him on at Age of Sigmar, hopefully, with these Nurgle. And then we're going to have Nurgle versus Khorne for 40k. So that is the thing. Graham actually shared a post earlier. Apparently a piece of the old scenery is coming back. It's the tall tower with the observatory and the hut next to it. I think I'm going to convert this guy into a Nurgle blacksmith. The new Stormcast guide where he's put Bob the Builder's head on him. Plastic sisters do exist, Russell, because Celestine is plastic.
Phil, you leave my Sigmar Stormcast alone.
Oh, he said he'll gladly play a Sylvaneth, but he doesn't want to play a Stormcast because they're covered in glitter. And when I showed him your 10 protectors that you've now got done, he was like, yeah, she can keep them away from me. Because, oh, Lucy, you know the Great Unclean one and the Grotkin?
They're covered in glitter.
Well, they're also monsters.
Oh. I've not long finished painting my protectors. I think I've used them once.
I think, yeah, you proxied them once,
and
I think.
They got stuck they got stuck in front of a unit of nothing, so it was...
But, yeah, I basically charged 12 ogres straight at them, and my ogres came off worse.
They held them up for a bit, though.
Oh, yeah, they held them up. I'd play your Stormcast, Lucy. There you go. You can play Stormcast.
I'm waiting for the next Sarcastic.
Do you know what he's scared of, though? He's scared of the fact that if you go Sylvaneth, that you'll go Gnarl route and outspell him. That's what he's scared of.
Any day.
I think Zinch versus Gnarl route would be fun.
Really?
Phil, maybe if you're up for it at some point in the future, we can do that. So, what else for Sigmar? They've been releasing loads of little videos. I've only seen a few of them. But the Elias guy going into the realm of Sheesh. Apparently it's going to be a campaign book.
Yeah, it was like a lot of hype for a campaign book.
And countdown timer, and then it was like, oh, he's a book. Phil says his Zinch can't even beat Caradrons. Give it a go.
We heard that there's going to be a lot of love for Stormcast in the new year.
Well, we've already seen the new Twin
Sigmar.
Hammer guy that is clearly Sir Davos.
I meant for Sigmar, so
Yeah.
hopefully they're just starting off slow and building up, and hopefully they're just going to go bang, and then there'll be like a big...
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, I like 40k, but after the last year it's like, okay, who cares?
Because of the new edition, you're a bit burnt out, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, I have loads of edge highlighting to do, which I really don't want to do, because I've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 gunners / riders of raiders.
Yes, I'm getting Bob the Builder.
Do you actually like the model?
I can't remember it.
I've just shown you it. Him, but with the Sir Davos head instead.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's alright.
He almost looks like a space marine. He does.
The
They're blurring the lines so much now between Primaris Marines and Stormcast.
Are these rails out?
No. No. I'm surprised our good buddy old pal Vandus Hammerhand hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, he might be the Stormcast mage he was on about before.
Well, based on what they've released for the lore-wise for him, I think he's going to be pretty close to being a mage.
He's the builder. Oh, hence Bob the Builder. Ah, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Good day, guys. James.
James Martin, alright man. And then we've got Barry Underdog Paint as well. I'm going to lower the camera simply because I'm looking down a lot, and yeah. At least if you can see what I'm working on. There we go.
You can't.
And the camera's moving! There. I presume you... I need to get that fixed properly. There we go. There. So yeah. James Martin message as... What? Phil, I have no idea what you are on about, but okay.
He read James Martin's message as gear guys instead of good ear guys.
Ah, right. Fair enough.
Oh, I can't do these because on the bases.
Because they're on the bases.
Trying to get like behind the...
I might be able... I don't think I glued them in. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I kind of did. Sorry. I didn't even think. Sup Underdog, sorry Philly, I'm all Zinch Love, Oracle of God, class name. I really don't like doing these riders, Lucy.
Why are you repainting them?
I'm not repainting them, I'm just...
new.
Well, the riders do on these. Yeah. But if I get these done, I'll be laughing, because that's like nearly all the Dark Eldar once I get these done. Like, it literally leaves 9 Reaver jet bikes, 10 Helions, and then like 30 Witches and Cabalites. But rather than doing all the edge highlighting that I'm doing on these, Lucy, because I've already got 30 warriors done like this, and because I've already got 15 or 20 witches done like this, I'm just going to spray them with the flip paint.
Yep.
It's cheating, but it looks cool.
It really does. Oh.
And I think if you were about to start Stormcast now, you would absolutely do it in flip paint, wouldn't you?
Oh, hell yeah.
I really wish I'd done my Primaris Marines in flip paint, but...
To be fair though, you didn't have it, so...
I didn't have it, and I didn't have the Brilliance of Codex, and... yeah, it's a bit of a sore point with the Primaris stuff, but never mind.
Yeah. Oh.
But they are cool, and you enjoyed painting them with us.
I did, actually. I normally despise dry brushing and will not do it. But for them, I actually liked it. I don't know why.
Is it because you could actually see the weathering of the armour?
Yes.
No then.
Because I could see gradually, like... Because they were like...
I think because it's red through to orange, it's easier to see.
Yeah.
Whereas when you do it with your Stormcast, you find it really hard to see the purple change.
Yeah.
But with purple being a naturally much darker colour, it is harder to see. But yeah, I'm gonna touch up the Harlequins as well, Lucy.
You're just giving yourself more work now.
I am giving myself more work, but even Phil said, right, the Blood Angels look so much better with all the OSL done on them.
Yeah. And
the glowing headlights and everything. On the tanks, the blue really makes them pop. So it's not loads of work. I'm literally going to lie a stencil over the front of the vehicles and spray it, and that'll be it. What have we got? I've just stripped my Nurgle stuff. I'm repainting them a bone colour. Nice. You must be excited for the Demon Spook. So. I am and I'm not, because I think I played myself out of Khorne, because it was pretty much all I played in Sigmar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Even when I got my Beastclaw Raiders, I played so much Beastclaw. When we went to Warhammer World before Christmas, I actually played quite a bit of the Khorne stuff wrong. Like, do you know when I lost the rest of the Bloodletters to Battle Shock? You don't take a Battle Shock whilst you're within 18 of a banner. Totally forgot it.
Yeah.
And apparently, someone commented on the video and pointed out that you don't have to nominate which portal you open. You simply open the portal and it gives you both effects.
Really?
Yep. So I could have literally had one at each end of the board. So that would have been an extra attack on everything at the opposite end of the board. So, but never mind. And I totally forgot about my battalion rules for that game. Yeah. Because who doesn't love Bloodthirsters fighting in the hero phase?
Yeah. The end result is still the same.
It was. I really want to do another rematch of Khorne versus Sylvaneth.
Evening, Ronnie.
Ronnie
Khorne versus Sylvaneth.
Khorne versus Sylvaneth again, yeah. I want to do it again, but properly. Where don't forget rules. And remember rules. So
I enjoyed that game. It was the first time I used a L'Oreal, and she got stuck in combat. She did.
She did a lot of work.
She did.
She did a lot of work for the Sylvaneth, but she did go down in the end. But
it was better than normal new model syndrome. I did do more than I expected, because I thought new models was going to get straight up and get killed. But
yeah, I think you played it reasonably well, considering it was your first time. The only thing I don't like about Warhammer World, and you'll agree, is kind of you haven't really got much space. There's nowhere to put your dead models. You can't really. it's very, very cramped, and obviously with Lucy's back as well, it's not ideal. And then when I'm trying to help and I'm leaning way over the table, and the tables are very low. Yeah. I felt I was feeling the pain.
God, I mean, all the stuff, they're absolutely brilliant.
Can't fault them. We've never. The only time we've ever had a complaint is because somebody had turned up and jammed themselves across 2 disabled bays.
Yeah, it was noticed. It was a work van. And no badge, no nothing, and you could see it was just pure laziness.
Yeah.
So we went up, and I explained, because 3 hour car journey kills me anyway. Then a day of gaming, and then going back, and it's like them couple of spaces he's took could have got me a little bit closer to the door.
Yeah.
And I was like so angry, so I went up and I was like, look, you need to get that dude told. And he went, right, just leave it with us and that, because we even took photos, and I showed him the photo. And anyway, about an hour later, the same person I spoke to, we came over and he was like, just let you know, we've seen the guy and we've sorted his move, and he says he's sorry and that. And I was like, that was really lovely of them, like you didn't have to.
Yeah. Like
9 times out of 10, I'm guessing when you complain in a shop or something, they say,
yeah. So,
I was just going to say,
you want it?
They always won't give us a high chair for us and everything, and help us like when I'm playing at the tables, like make me a bit more comfortable. So yeah, can't complain.
So Thibsol says, hey Dark Artisan, hello from Paris, France. Currently painting my 2nd Harlequin squad. Watched all your battle reports with yours, love them. Thank you very much. They are Lucy's favourite army, and as such she took them off me when 8th edition dropped.
Really sparkly.
You didn't 100% take them off me, because I took them to No Retreat, so I played 5 games there, plus the game before and after, and I played 5 games when I went to the Northwest Open. Yeah. And I played a game the night before as well. So I have actually played a couple of games with the Harlequins, not as many as you might think. I mean, obviously there was 10 unfilmed games, and I think I played like 4 filmed games. But on the subject of new model syndrome, and on the subject of Harlequins, Lucy.
Yes. Were they getting a new model?
No. Oh. I took a whole new army to the table. And you used the Harlequins.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Deathwatch.
Deathwatch versus... We actually played that game, probably... Did we play it October, November?
Oh, it was November.
But... No, it was just as chapter approved. The leaks had come out. It was the week or 2 before chapter approved. So it was middle of November when we played it.
I really can't remember.
It was the middle of November. But because of scheduling and everything, it only went up like just before Christmas. But yeah, she absolutely tore through the Deathwatch. I had very, very bad luck that whole game.
Yeah, you did.
And Lucy got very, very lucky in some respects as well. So James Martin says, it's hard to jump between the 2 systems sometimes. I jump between Admech and Necrons to Tzeentch in OS. 2 armies couldn't be different. Yeah, that's why I do like my Khorne for that. And I think that's probably why I don't really play them much in 40k. And the Beast Claws are so different to what I've got in 40k that it's not that hard to remember. Phil's obviously got Tzeentch and Nurgle, so Phil multi-systems with both of them. We're trying to convince Lucy to go Slaanesh army.
If you think I'm buying a Chaos army...
But it's Slaanesh, so it's pink and purple, and...
That's the only good thing about it, but still not tempting.
You can do what Graham does and cover them in glitter.
I do anyway. I'm still going to do it to your Harlequins. When I get ready.
Cullen says, hate you so much for your Blood Angel overview. It has completely inspired me to work even harder on my Chaos, which is about 975 points in power level. That's a lot. I've still got a lot of Blood Angels to paint, haven't I? Just so you know, Cullen, as well, I've actually, since them pictures, gone back and redid the Blood Angels. All the Lightning Claws, all the jump packs, any lights, so headlights on bikes and tanks and the Fire Raptor and everything. Any plasma, which meant that all 15 Hellblasters had to be redone. I basically did OSL on all of them. But I want to go back and add a lot of armor chipping and stuff as well. And in fact, I think I did quite a lot of that last year, didn't I? Before I played Winters, Lucy actually went around all my models and did like mud up the sides of them. And you did the dark grey sponge work around them just to show chipping and stuff.
You didn't tell us this at the time, but I went and every single nut and bolt dotted with silver. And I was thinking of something he'd love to do, you know, he liked it, and he was like, oh, I only asked you to do it because I hate it. I was so...
Yeah, I felt bad for that. But it worked out. Interestingly enough, since doing that as well, I actually I started building me a Tropus at work today. It's a beautiful model. I actually, since filming the game last week, Lucy, with the knights, I want to go back with the airbrush and just touch up some of the knights, just the swords and the and stuff like that. One thing I did enjoy doing though, on the Primaris Marines, was like the plasma burn on all the tips of the plasma guns. So where it was like orange fading to purple, fading to blue. I really enjoyed doing all that. So I feel like, well, I miss doing it on all my Blood Angels. I did it on some. But it's only adding washes, so I think I'm gonna go back and redo that. And it's really weird because I don't like going back and revisiting armies and stuff, but I feel like since I did my Necrons and then Blood Angels, what I've gone back and revisited, I can see the way my painting skill has adapted over the last 3 years, in particular with the airbrush, and it's leveled up my miniatures. So
I'll probably as well end up getting them for
what's that?
Bob the Builder.
Bob the Builder.
There is a new Sigmar model.
Stormcast. I heard rumours that they were doing a Sylvaneth Warband for Shadespire, so some more unique models.
You are determined to get me to play.
I'm not bothered if you don't play it. I'll play it with Phil and Sharpie. Which
has anyone else just got like no interest in it, or is it just me?
It's really, really popular and really quick, fun game to play.
I don't know. I can't.
I think it's because you know Sigmar and 40k. There's not that many differences between them, and I think it's because it's like a whole new game. I mean, Lucy's got Zombicide. She got Zombicide for her birthday, and we have played it a few times. We're not great at it, but I think we get most stuff right. And I keep saying, oh, do you want to play some Zombicide? And it is a lot to pack out, to get out, and it's a lot to... You need time. You need as much time as a game of Sigmar or something new. But we'll see. Your models are all primed, by the way.
Right here?
No, for what's it called? The game that I've just said, Zombicide.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I need to stop getting them.
I think that it's Black Plague that we've got, by the way. There's one girl on there that's got like a dress that looks a little bit like Belle, and I think you're going to end up painting her like Belle in the blue and white dress, aren't you?
Just thought with flip paint.
For what?
The Abomination.
Oh yeah, do like one of the greeny ones.
Maybe the hero too.
Even look at it just as a thumbnail under my chat box. It looks amazing. The sort of size of army I would collect purely for great wear. Thank you. If you haven't seen, Lucy, how big is my Dark Eldar army? Well, you can. That's the cabinet there of the painted ones so far, and I've got 6 Raiders and 3 Venoms on my desk now.
Blood Angels is on about.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. The size of my other armies. My Corn army, I've got 20 dogs, 3 cannons, 4 or 5 bloodthirsters, a demon prince, as demons, but then obviously they expanded because I've got quite a lot of 40k stuff. Like I've got Defilers, Land Raiders, Rhinos, Marines, Corn Berserkers, Mauler Fiend, the Hell Turkey, things like that. But then when you expand it to Sigmar, I've got like Wrathmongers, I've got all the characters, I've got Blood Warriors, I've got 100 Reavers, I think. Yeah. Phil says it's a great party game. I think he means Shadespire.
No, I think it means Zombicide.
Zombicide is a great party game, but Shadespire is as well.
Only if you're familiar with 40k, I think. Well,
you don't even need to be. You really don't need to be.
Yes, but when I get the models painted, we'll have to have a game covered on the filament.
Well, actually, I'll probably. You've only got 3 and I've got 5. I know Sharpie's Orcs are nearly done. You can. Oh.
See? It's just. Everything's 40k.
No, I agree with Zombicide though. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
I love it. We went up to our friends for the day before Christmas Eve. We got out there, and Mark just picked it up really, really quickly, didn't he? He'd never played it, but he loves board games and stuff, and he just picked it up so quickly.
Julie is Scottish, and she picked the dwarf.
Yeah, she picked the angry dwarf, and obviously he does 2 damage, so he can go after the fatty straight away. And Julie was like, "I'm gonna kill him." I can't do a Scottish accent, but you get the idea.
It was really fun.
Yeah, at one point we thought, oh, this isn't going to work, and then all of a sudden, Dragon's Bile, Torch, Abomination, bye-bye, we win.
But it doesn't come close to the first ever game we had.
Oh, with Tom.
Yeah, I don't know how long we've been playing or what mission we're up to or whatever, but he decided to bugger off and leave me and Tom on the other side of the board. And he was like, I'm just going to leave. We was like, oh no, I'll hang around. And we had to say it was kill Abomination with a certain weapon or something like that. Anyway, they sat, him and Tom, staring, thinking, there's no way we can win this, we're going to lose. I just went like, you do that, you do this, you do that, blah, 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 blah. Won. And we won.
Yep, Lucy won the game.
I was like, I am so smart at this.
Me and you tried Space Hulk, but you weren't that fussed on Space Hulk, were you?
No. I think I'm not as hardcore a gamer as you, and I think enough with the 40k and the Sigmar that I do play, it's enough for me.
Yeah.
Because it's like with the channel and that, it's a lot of our time. So with the game and that, it's
Lucy plays a lot of video games. You play a lot of flash games on your phone.
oh yeah.
She just got the Da Vinci Code for the original Xbox, which is backwards compatible on a 360, and I happen to have a 360. Kate and Mac, our friends, got her for Christmas.
Favourite ever game?
She sat for 3 hours on New Year's Eve playing it.
I've tried to find it for so long, but I can just never find it. And then got the parcel through it. I was like, oh, who's this? What's this? And then I was like, oh. Yeah.
So my Xbox 360 is now at Lucy's.
Yep. Yeah, I'll have to go and do something with PlayStation 4. I've got just sitting there. I use it as a DVD player.
Do you know what it is? Bring it here and I'll play it, because there's actually games on the PS4 that I want to play.
Really?
Yeah, there's loads. I've got an Xbox One and there's just no games for it that I really want anymore.
Hey guys, watching from Australia.
Just finishing off my Winged Hive Tyrant near 4 AM here. Just got to finish it. Thanks Lucy for showing my partner that girls play 40k. She's now collecting Drukhari.
Yay! I love Drukhari.
She especially, if you haven't seen it yet, actually, she especially loves this. Now, the front of that looks green on camera to me. I don't know if it does to you guys, but then you change it and it's purple. Green. Purple. Green. Purple. Yeah. So, I think when you field the Dark Eldar from now on, Lucy's probably going to go for the flip paint ones first over the other ones. I thought about repainting the other ones, but there's so much time and effort gone into edge highlighting all them, and then I've added all the chains and the blood spatter, and it's just like, no, I'll leave them as they are.
And plus, I think you've got even numbers, so you would like do 2s and 2s.
I'm pretty close. The exception is the Ravagers. 3 Ravagers are all edge highlighted.
No, I mean of the ones you've got on the desk there. So you can like maybe feel if you put 2 of these, you've got 2 edge highlight and 2.
Oh yeah.
Flip in, so you can put the 2 together. So.
Yep.
Oh, send us some pictures of our Drukhari Sync.
Yeah, send them to the Dark Artisan on Facebook if you're on Facebook, man. It would be great to see them.
I always loved, like, when I'd never heard of 40k when me and him first met, and he showed us all the models.
She fell in love with the Harlequins and the Dark Eldar straight away.
Yeah, and then, well, I couldn't, it was just too complicated, but then obviously...
You go into Sigmar, we went down to Catterick War Games, and Ian convinced me to take me Corn Demons just to have a go of it. I had a quick go and I was like, yeah, it's alright actually, and Lucy was like, that's not that bad, can I have a go?
You missed my little donation.
Thibsils donation.
Oh, must be on Patreon.
I know he said hello from Paris. Thibsils, I'm really sorry, I haven't got notifications on my phone whilst I'm streaming. Can you let us know what that was, and I'll check that out. But thank you. And that is all the purple edge highlighting. Thank the Lord for that.
Shouldn't be doing this. I'll just let you take control. So, I know you've probably asked this in the last live stream, but did anyone go anything exciting for Christmas?
Oh, I'm just suddenly getting loads of notifications through there.
And is anyone doing the painting thing apart from...
Oh, there we go, I'm just getting your email through. So a massive thank you to Thibsils for the donation via PayPal. I really do appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed. That will actually be going towards some dice.
Yes.
They're not going to be available for sale, basically because that would involve me buying loads and loads and loads, which I can't really afford yet. But it is something I'm looking at putting the Patreon funds towards, and then putting them on sale for you guys. Initially we're just going to get a couple of colours. We're going to get some black, white and red, because red I use for me Corn for Sigmar and 40k, the Blood Angels, the Admech, the Knights, and
we discussed it last night. He still hasn't agreed, but he's going to. We're actually not going to go with the company he's originally found for, because they don't do pink.
She's kidding, I am. So eventually we will get we'll get purple ones for all the Eldar.
Yes. And
Dark Eldar and Harlequins. We could use black or white for the Harlequins technically.
Yeah.
And eventually I'll get blue, because the blue I can swap between the Necrons and the Tau, but I can also use white for the Tau.
And your base claws?
Yes. And I think the last one I'll get will probably be green, because I've only got Tyranids for green.
Yep.
But you could also use the purple ones for your Sylvaneth, but you've got your wooden Sylvaneth dice for that.
Yeah. So, yes, James, I would... what's she into? Is she into girlier stuff or stuff like that? And then, like, finding an army? That's like sort of like I'll...
No, I think... James says, got myself a heap of Admech and the missus got me a monolith.
Yeah, I'm looking at that one. I'm trying to convince my missus to collect Warhammer, probably is EOS.
EOS, I would go... Lots and lots of girls do like Sylvaneth.
Yeah.
Because it's 3 people and it's cool. Beast Claw Raiders aren't... You can do them.
If she's like me and she likes a certain character from Lord of the Rings, this so Wood Elves.
Yeah, Wood Elves are pretty cool. I don't think they're not that available. A lot of the characters are very expensive and stuff as well, but they are pretty cool.
Will you compare them like Legolas?
Yes, that. Phil says I got Vulcan and a Maliceptor as my big ones. I wonder who got him the Maliceptor.
Oh, is that what I got?
Yeah. Underdog Painting got a massive credit card bill for Christmas.
Yeah, always fun.
So Thibsol says, I'll just ask the question here then. I have a 500 point tournament warming up. and bring in Harlequins. What do you think? Second Starweaver or a Solitaire? Roughly 100 points both. Solitaires are decent, but you've got to get them in the right place. You've got to be very careful of your target.
Yeah.
Don't go for anything that's toughness 5 or above.
If it was
And
me,
get a Troop Master nearby to reroll the wounds, because even with that amount of attacks, it is imperative that the re-wounds.
I would actually go a Shadow Saint instead of Troop Master.
Solitaire.
Yeah, you said go Troop Master.
Yeah, he says no. I said get a
Shadow Saint.
No. You need a Troop Master alongside the Solitaire to give the Solitaire the reroll wounds. A second Starweaver is good, but a Solitaire is so quick. So quick.
I would go split opinions. I would always go for the extra Starweaver, because the ability to shoot, charge, pull back and recharge, shoot, recharge.
No, that's a the Starweaver's the transport. You're thinking Skyweavers, which are the bikes. The bikes are cool, but they're very expensive, and 2 simply isn't enough. You need a big squad to do something. Right. Let's do some green gems, consoles, and hair. So Cullen says 2 boxes of Rustalkers to convert to Heretic Marauders, the Ghoul and Crypt Haunt box set for mutants and brute conversions at Talos, and Witch Elf boxes for Murder Cult Marauders plus brutes. Very nice. Lots of conversions. I actually was going to get her the Tree People, not an overly girly girl.
5k Bill. Did you go to Forge World?
Yeah, I don't envy you with that, Barry. Stormcast are pretty cool. They're pretty versatile. Lucy's is purple and pink with glitter. So, I mean, they still can be quite girly, but boy.
She's not what.
Dark Elves?
Yeah.
Dark Elves are pretty cool.
But you don't have to go order. Oh, she's not
Slanesh.
girly.
Slanesh.
You've got Chaos.
If Lucy was a Chaos Girl, she would absolutely do Slanesh, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Stop tempting us. I would, if I was to do it, I would have to get make him sell his 3 boobed Graham's big.
Oh, the what he counts as his
that
Keeper of Secrets.
Mhm.
The it's from Creature Cast. Bryn Hill. He has one as well.
Has he?
Yep. I think that was only on Kickstarter, so a few people managed to get hold of one of them. Oh, but the Troop Master does not provide reroll to the Solitaire, does not have the mask keyword. He actually does, the FAQ'd it, which means he can also go in transports now. I know this because, like I said, I played 10 games at No Retreat and the Northwest Open, so he definitely has it. It is there in the FAQ. Also, one thing to be careful of as well, I tried boxing my opponents in with Starweavers and stuff so that they couldn't get out the transports after I wrecked them. Be very careful because they don't have the rule that says that you measure from the hull. You measure from the base with them. Not that I think you could box them in with 500 points, like, but just a note. So like the Dark Eldar Raider, for example, you measure to the hull, and specifically states that in the rules. The Harlequins, even though the Starweaver is bigger than the base, you measure from the base.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Mr. Maxwell Kosh caught me out with that one when I was playing his Yanari Quins before they got nerfed. He had 5 squads of Harlequins, all with fusion blasters, all with Caress, which is the gloves. 1 Shadow Seer, 1 Troop Master, Yvrain, and the Incarn. The 5 squads were all in Starweavers as well. So obviously whenever he killed something with the fusion pistols, oh look, I'm going to shoot my fusion pistols again. Now of course Yanari's been nerfed incredibly heavily.
Has it?
Yeah. So before you could, you know, Soul Burst, I told you about.
Oh yeah.
So you can do another action if you killed something. Now what they've said is you can only Soul Burst in your own turn. So if you, for example, say you were playing Marines, now I was playing Harlequins. and I charged your Marines, didn't kill them. Okay?
Yeah.
And then in your Marine turn, I kill the Harlequins, I kill the rest of the Marines. It's your turn. I would then basically shoot the unit that was next to me, charge the unit that was next to me, or move. Now, you can't do it in your opponent's turn. You can only do it in your turn. Also, obviously, if you shot something and killed it, the unit would soul burst, move on to the next one, shoot something, have them soul burst and shoot again, move to the next one, shoot something, kill it, and then shoot it again.
And you wonder why they were so overpowered in 7th.
Well, 7th was totally different, but yeah, they were ridiculous in 7th. Basically, what they've said is you can only perform each type of soul burst action once per turn. So you can only soul burst and shoot once. You can only soul burst and move once, and it has to be in your turn.
Yeah.
So it's massively, massively nerfed it now.
It's better than them taking it all away.
I don't know. See, it specifically states match play, so if you play it open, you still can. But basically, now you will never see Ynnari in a tournament because you just won't. Not for that.
I was going to say something else, now I've totally forgot.
Barry says, was my son's first proper Christmas with him being 14-month-old. Millie had a good year at school and got a scholarship at Oxford Uni.
Wow.
Nice one. And she's 10, so she can have anything she wants. Don't blame me for that, man. Well done to her. Seriously, well done.
A corpse car. The bit's probably Chaos Night decoration. That's cool.
I missed that. Jim says I'm a screenshot some models and send them to her, see if she likes any. Yeah, that's probably the best thing, man. But I presume obviously she's seen Lucy's models, but yeah, sure, Lucy's Sylvaneth. Yeah.
That's the Cullen 1189. It's got a corpse car. What's them again?
Luke uses them. It's like a...
The buggy, I call it.
Yeah, it's a buggy pushed by zombies and basically buffs the zombies.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Speaking of tournaments, I've only been to a couple and I've placed in 2 of them. Woohoo!
You have?
You
came 3rd in both?
3rd, yeah. But I think I'll have a better chance with me Sylvaneth than with me Stormcast. Just from the way I've played them so far.
Yeah.
And what I've seen. Did you say you want the Dynamite as well?
Not the grenades. See the bit that comes down the side. It's like it's the same part as the bottom of the gun.
Yeah.
That bit, but then the rest, the grenade bits go gold. So Lucy's very kindly painting up my Eldar Guardians for me because they're pretty much the same as her Stormcast but smaller.
And fiddlier.
Why do you think I've given it you? No, it's not the reason, but no, it's because it's mostly the same colours as the Stormcast that she's got them.
Has anyone in Sigmar actually gone up against the Sylvaneth army, and what was it like? Did you at the last one or not? With Justin's?
No.
Because I know there was a Sylvaneth player there, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was David who I bought the Stonehorn off.
Oh, right.
But I didn't play him. And then when we went to the Darlington one, Aidan had his Sylvaneth, but neither of us got to play against him. I don't think a lot of people used to spam Kurnoth Hunters because they were very good for the points when they were like 180 points, I think.
Yeah.
Now the 220, they're still good. It's just the questionable.
Yeah, I've only got the 3 with the bow and arrow. And then not very good 4s and 4s, 2 attacks each.
But it's D3 damage, and she's got 3 more here that are fully magnetized. Phil bought me,
sorry, for my birthday, along with Drycha.
Yep, Drycha's there as well, so they'll be getting done as soon as I finish these. That's the next project.
Yep. I'm gonna have to go and get some painkillers.
No problem. Do you want a hand with anything, or can you manage?
No, for you as well.
Can you give us a shot? I'll come grab it. So, narrative campaign, let's talk about that. Phil came round on Tuesday and he did quite a bit of the voice acting for me. James Jones is very kindly going to do voice an Imperial Knight Baron for me. I myself am voicing the Tech Priest, Dominus, and Phil is also voicing the Ethereal or Enchevard, as he's called, and the Tech Priest is called Ravion. Yeah, I'm excited for that to come out. Like I said, I've still got quite a bit of editing to do. Mission 2, I'm basically learning After Effects and trying to do animations and stuff, and I'm getting better at it. It just takes me a long time to do. Like a 30-second clip the other day took me like an hour. So I'm getting there with it. I'm definitely getting there. But there's one part which I won't go into details of because obviously I don't want to spoil it. There's only me, Lucy and Phil knows how the campaign is going. Basically what I'm thinking, right, is a certain model charges another certain model. And what I want to do is have like a frontal shot of the model that charged, kind of fly across most of 3/4 of the screen and then go slow for the rest of it, and then the model it charged, take a photo of the back of it and obviously clip this out in Photoshop and have it fly across the screen 3/4 of the way the other direction and then slow down, but then in between have like lines, so like represents speed, like running around each other, and so basically it's like the intro to a Pokemon battle, and basically have a wild Tau appeared. Yeah, and have some like cheesy, bleepy 8-bit music on. Royalty free, of course. And I think that'd be quite funny. Yeah, there's a couple of funny moments there. Lucy has been playing the town, of course. I've been playing the Admech, and Lucy is mocking me that she's keeping up and she doesn't have a codex yet. I do, basically. So yeah, fun and games. Fun and games. Oh, I'm really not enjoying doing these Riders of the Raiders, but it won't take much longer, hopefully. And I snapped a Dark Lance. Actually, I need to find where the front half of it's gone, but I'm sure I've got a spare one somewhere. And it's for the old 2nd edition or 3rd edition Ravager. These parts are metal. I don't have the turrets though, so basically spare turrets from Raiders. They're going on the side with a gunner each behind them. And then down here, if you can see on camera, I don't think you can see, I've got 3 Warlocks, a Bone Singer, the Vizark, and a Spirit Seer that Lucy got me for Christmas. Are all there. So I'm gonna have a look, actually look at my phone. Harry, you know I'm making a Flesh Terror army. This sounds daft, but can I just use Blood Angel models, Primaris Marines? Yes, because Flesh Terrors are what's it called, a successor chapter of Blood Angels. So you would just use normal Sanguinary Guard, normal Death Company. You would use normal what do you call it? Death Company, things like that. The only thing I would say is I don't know what the upgrade kit consists of, because I bought a Demi Company of Primaris Marines, then they decided to release them with the upgrade sprue for only £2.50 more, which I'm even more bitter about. But Be careful of some of the upgrades, because obviously if it's a specific Blood Angel chapter symbol, technically you shouldn't use it. You should be using a Flesh Tearer one. So although you can use the Primaris models, just be careful of what's on the shoulder pads. Right, give me a sec, I'm just going to go and grab Lucy's coffee. There we go. Right, so Simon Mercher sent some pictures in, so thank you very much for sharing. A Flying Hive Tyrant. I love the base. I think that's actual rocks. In Leviathan's colour scheme, same as Phil's. Flying Hive Tyrant. Same colour scheme as Phil's.
Oh, yeah.
Hive Fleet Leviathan.
The purple.
He also says, I didn't see this dude in your army, which was Lieutenant Tomarin. You didn't, because I took the pictures and filmed that video before the release of the Codex, then basically went over it with Phil the other night. I do have Tomarin. He's out there on the little table I've got with all my characters to paint on. I'm also going to buy a second one.
You are?
I'm not going to use Tomarin as a lieutenant. Well, I could use him as a lieutenant, but I'm going to fully magnetise his backpack. I've chopped his power sword off, or chain sword, whichever one it is. I've chopped the bolt pistol off. I'm going to fully magnetise him so I can run him however I want. You may have seen, you might find this funny, you know how the Blue Angel Primarch's called Sanguinius?
Yeah.
And do you know how a Thunderhammer would slam into the ground or into the enemy? There's a certain build of captain with a Thunderhammer and Storm Shield, and because of the relics and the Warlord traits and everything, he's pretty nasty.
Right.
And people have been calling him Slamguinius.
Huh.
So I could run him as Slamguinius. So
This colour is horrible to paint. Like, it keeps going on for you
the
now.
Shabty Bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see there's lumps in it actually dripping out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really awkward to paint on the purple for some reason. It goes very grainy.
Yeah, that's the word.
Try doing that on the you know, the wave serpents and stuff that I've got. It goes so horrible on it.
And it's making the bush go like that.
Yeah, it's really crap.
I saw a question I thought of downstairs. Like, I know a lot of people are like very passionate about the game, whether it's Sigmar or 40k. Question is, right? He said we should do a game if my Sylvaneth first mine.
Stormcast.
I was kind of bring myself to do it. Does anyone else feel like that, or is it just me being over dramatic? So I even like get upset if I play against. When you
played Phil and he had his Stormcast, Phil Sanderson from Durham Raiders.
I was like, oh, I don't want to. And does anyone else get like that when they've got to face an army of another army that they actually have? When they're just alone and waiting. Because you're not bothered, are you?
No, I play against my own army loads of times because Phil uses them half the time.
Yeah. I think it's just me. I hope it's not.
Do you know one army I've never actually played against?
Ever.
Ever.
I was guess. Sisters of Battle?
No, because I've done that.
Is it Sigmar 40k?
40k. There's loads of Sigmar ones I haven't played against.
Right. You've got like 15 armies, so that takes... Hello, James.
James Jones, hi Harry, hi Lucy, hope you're both well. We are, mate, thank you very much.
Oh.
I have a day off work tomorrow, so we're doing a little bit of a live stream and something.
Have you seen the video about painting standards by Idic Bear?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
What do you consider, in your opinion, tabletop standards?
what I consider tabletop is beyond Nick's. I would say
he's got James Taylor Cult Lobby. And Phil, it's one of Phil's main armies as well, so he's definitely played them.
I would say a lot of my models are better than what I would consider tabletop, but see,
who makes this top
I think
standard rule?
Tabletop standard for the general people who aren't as obsessed with a hobby as me is probably 4, 5, 6 colours, maybe not even washed or highlighted. If they've got a wash and a highlight on, great. I would say that's a good tabletop standard. I would say I paint most of my models to a decent tabletop standard. I am by no means a phenomenal painter. I consider myself a good painter, but like, let's think of some good painters. John Corsten, Golden Demon winner. No way. Darren from Mark 6 Minis, James from 3 Pointed Circle, Mikey Mowat, Shism, who's often in the chat. They are very good painters. I am not that level. Sam Goodwin, yeah, definitely. Sam Goodwin's phenomenal.
He's very local. We see him all the time at.
He's actually just painted some Necrons for Lawrence at Tabletop Tactics. Sam's a very good painter. Barry says he paints to above tabletop. Yeah, I would like to think that most of what I've done is, you know, a high-end tabletop standard. You're not as interested in painting as me. You enjoy it, but
I enjoy painting to what I think looks good, what I like. I really could not care less what anyone, including you, think. No, I said that wrong. I like the fact that people like them.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they are my models. It's like when I first got them, and then I realised, like, when I first joined some Facebook groups, and everyone was posting pictures of theirs, and they were all exactly the same. And I was like, so that. And as long as I like them, I think, as long as you like your painting,
yeah.
I don't see, like, I seen one post ages ago, someone had spent like 12 hours or something painting one model. Yeah, it's a character, so fair enough. But I was like, a lot of people is going to look at that and say, Jesus, yeah, that's wow. But realistically, how many is going to look at that and think, oh yeah, you spent a hell of a lot of time? Not as many as you think. It's going to, because it's only going to be the people who are always banging on about it. I don't know if that makes sense.
I know what you mean. Basically, the people who are obsessed with painting standards notice it more. People who enjoy putting a few layers of paint on the models, enjoy, in your case, not building. But Lucy's built. You built the easy click together ones out of the starter set, didn't you?
I did. I did start building Judicators, Retributors, but yeah.
I do agree with what Lucy said. At the end of the day, if you're happy with how your army looks, then, and you're happy to put that on the table and say that's finished, then that it's a really hard question actually. It depends on your attitude towards the hobby and gaming, I think.
Yeah.
So what somebody considers tabletop for one person might not be for another. So it's not an easy question to answer, to be honest. Speak of the devil, Mikey himself.
Hello.
Mikey, you might be able to answer this, obviously. You are a phenomenal painter. You do a lot of freehand work. In fact, I'm going to show Lucy. I don't know if you posted them in the Dark Artisan group. Did you see his really bright blue Redemptor Dreadnought?
I can't remember.
Alright, 2 seconds. I'll find Mikey on Facebook. So, he's just painted a Redemptor and a Repulsor. Now, on the back door of the repulsor, he painted that.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. See? Now that, Mikey, you paint to above tabletop standard. There was a work in progress of it. That's what he was going for. But there's his Redemptor as well. Now, Mikey told me through Messenger how to do all the chipping and everything. Look at the freehand there that he's done on the shoulder pad of that Redemptor.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
That is way above tabletop. Well, I would say my Redemptor, for example, I would consider to be of good tabletop. It's not amazing. I've done a lot of cool things on it, like I've done the plasma glow, I've done the heat burns on it. So I would say, like, you know, doing those extra few things makes it above tabletop. Painting just the end silver and then painting the plasma blue and maybe a wash and a dry brush, that would be tabletop. Yeah,
like what said, everyone's capable. You're assuming everyone's capable. No, some people could put maximum effort in and do their best, and still, I think that's me. I put as much as I can, as good as I can, and I know that I will never be considered probably tabletop to most people, but to me they are the best I can do, and I love them for it. And I think I give away a lot of it away because there's most people are just shocked when they see them, and then they see the glitter and they run for the hills.
Yeah. So Cullen says, my opinion of what should be considered tabletop is, as I said, neat base colours, making sure things which should be a different colour are no washes or highlights. So in that case, like, you'll agree with us here, like, when you first started painting, not my stuff, because like when we first got together, Lucy didn't she didn't play. You painted a lot of scenery, you painted the armoured containers and a lot of scenery and stuff for it. The armoured containers are brilliant. I've never done anything on them, right? She did these entirely herself. I'm going to get them now, because these are awesome looks. I sprayed them with a spray. She painted everything on there. She added the powder, she's added the washes and everything. And I think doing that, because I said to her, you cannot go wrong with weathering and battering up things like this. And you couldn't, could you? Well, you were still scared a bit, but
yeah,
you know, you can't really go wrong doing stuff like that. Lucy, she painted loads with us. I mean, we painted 3 boxes of Armageddon terrain together in one night.
Did we?
All that stuff that's built up there.
What? Oh yeah, nobody has mentioned R2D2. He'd done one of them in the colours of R2 because it looks like R2D2. And I was like, do it. He was like, I will. And no one just mentioned it. I'm gutted. When
Lucy then got her own models, and we had a lot of disagreements about Lucy's painting, and it wasn't, I didn't mean to come across as bossy, but I have a certain painting style. I've adapted my painting style to get units looking decent, but balance that with time of painting as well. I could spend the amount of time that Mikey does on models, but I wouldn't have an army painted in a couple of days to get on the table, would I? No. Mikey spends a month painting a model. I presume a month. The Redemptor, I know you've been working on since it came out, pretty much non-stop. 2 seconds. Wait, I think I've lost some comments. No, I haven't. Yeah. People progress at different rates. So long as the painter themselves is happy with the models, and that's all. And for me, trying to say to Lucy, right, your model sprayed purple, wash it a darker purple, dry brush it 2 layers of purple, then do this, then do that. It was, she didn't want to do all that. She couldn't see all the differences, and it was very, very hard for me to just step back and let her learn herself.
Yeah. I cannot stand dry brushing and washing. And I know a lot of these are discreet, but
it's a basic technique, I feel, that just it cuts a lot of corners.
I love bright colours, and I loved the colour when it was put on, but then I hated when it was washed. I didn't like it at all, and he couldn't understand because he's so used to it that I didn't like it.
But
it caused a few arguments.
But have I once told you how to paint any of them? I've gave her the colours that she needs, obviously if they're at the back or if you took them home. But you've gone through a couple of different colours, like you painted the golds the way I would have painted the golds, but you weren't happy with it, it wasn't bright enough.
Yeah.
And Justin from Battle Bunker suggested using Retributed Armour, wash with sepia and dry brush with Necron Compound. And I was like, you dry brush gold with silver? And he was like, yeah. And it looks so much better and brighter, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And she went back and redid them all.
And then a couple of tabards, I think that's what you call them.
Oh god, when you first started, you went through about 4 different colours, didn't you?
I did. Greens, yellows, orange, whatever. And I'm not really.
I don't think you're 100% sold on the blue, but it doesn't look out of place.
Yeah, and I did have the ribbons, let's call them. They've been a couple of different colours.
They were all white, washed with Drakenhof Nightshade and then highlighted back up with white. Since then, she's actually gone back and redone almost all of them.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I just didn't think of doing them pink. And then I was like, oh, hang on, there's pink paint.
Yep.
And I proceeded to add more and more pink.
I didn't actually have any pinks before going out with Lucy. I've now got 5 Games Workshop pinks, 3 Forge World pinks, and 2 P3 pinks.
Oh, we were Forge World at Warhammer World just before Christmas, and we've been talking about that actually. Vandus Magic Stormcast. Anyway, we were at Warhammer World, and after our game, I went shopping and that in Games Workshop, and then
she went shopping with Kerry from Warhammer TV.
Yeah, and we went into Forge World, and I seen this awesome blue, purple and pink paint. I was like, oh, getting them, I'm going to use them and that. Yeah, and when I showed him, he's like, you do realise the airbrush paint? I was like, damn it, I can't do nothing right.
You can, you didn't realise about them.
But I am slowly going to start learning how to use their.
What was it that you used it for the other day?
That piece of scenery you built.
Which one?
The skull and the bricks.
Oh yes. Lucy made a piece of scenery. I haven't used it.
No, I didn't.
Stormcast have magic. I tell you, Harry's gonna hate it. No, I'm not, because my bloodthirst will just dispel it. Yeah, Lucy.
Like you did so well against me.
She airbrushed this.
Silver.
She did it herself. I didn't help her with this. She made this piece of terrain.
I didn't make that.
Oh, sorry. I physically made the skull and the polystyrene and covered it with filler. But she painted every single section of it. So obviously all that edging, highlighting, all the brown and everything. She did all of that herself. So, what?
Speaking of scenery.
What?
What I bought.
What you bought?
You said you want to do it tonight. During the live stream, but we haven't yet.
This?
No. The stones.
Stones? Element?
Right.
What?
2 seconds. The element stones.
Oh!
Where have they gone?
I didn't bring them up, where are they?
They were with the stuff, with my stuff that you unloaded.
That? It wasn't in there.
It was on top.
It
with
wasn't.
your tablets.
Your hat was there. That was it. Oh, here. Yeah, sorry.
Who likes the 5th element? I love it, and I seen so one of my friends on Facebook posted a photo of the 4 stones, from them, and with a caption saying, "If you know what these are, you're awesome." So I had to steal it and I posted it in the Geek Asylum. It's a group on Facebook, and people says I would love a copy of it. Like I would love these. So I was just, I'll have a look on Amazon. And you got them. You just cut them out and stick them on a bit of wood in the shape.
Mikey says purple and pink models I find very striking and stand out very well. Always want to do a pink and black Emperor's Children army. You love the colour of the Emperor's Children Space Marines.
Oh, pink and black. Oh.
Vanda says with
It's
Amanda Patton. Hi Amanda. She's just started Warhammer.
Oh hi. Oh, another girl again. I like it.
Vanda says with your lucky rolls you're having. No, you're not. However, if you go and check out what my Space Marine captain with a power sword did to Phil's Bloodthirster.
Yeah.
4 6s and a 5 for D6 damage. That was horrendous. Speaking of Dragon of Nightshade, do you experience the same thing as me when it tends to glitter a bit when it dries? Yeah, it goes a little bit glossy sometimes. That's the only wash it does too. I ruined a few models by this. The only thing I advise is give it a really, really good shake.
What's wrong with glitter?
Oh, Marek says, were you using metallic paints beforehand? Yeah, if you've got any silver or gold or bronze in your brush, that can affect it as well.
In combat, that's not magic.
I know your magic rolls too well. You do. Like, psychic tests just hate me so much.
What game was it? You pearled 3 times or something, or almost pearled. You definitely did it twice.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but I definitely pearled several times. When I went to no retreat, I actually tabled myself against Toby. I was playing Toby's Custodes, and I had a Shadow Seer on 1 wound or 2, a Troop Master on 1 or 2 wounds, right next to him, and I had a Land Raider behind us on 2 wounds. I had Fusion Pistol on the Troop Master, who had just eviscerated Greyfax. Greyfax charged me Troop Master. I hit with the Fusion Pistol on Overwatch, right? Wounded, no invulnerable save, or he failed it, and it was 2d6, picked the highest because he was within 3 inches. And I rolled a 5 and killed Greyfax in 1 shot.
I know you sound so bragging now. What did I do on Overwatch and now a Tau game?
Yeah.
You'll have to watch this. That game was so fun.
Is that, Mikey says, is that an old school Ravager? It is, mate. It's metal, but I don't have the side turrets, so I've got 2 from the new Raiders that I'm going to stick them on the side. I've got a load of old Raiders here as well. I've already got 2 that you've probably seen in most of my battle reports. And I've got 3 old jet bikes as well. Sorry.
Can't remember what I was saying now. Oh, yeah. I now have a favourite weapon for the Tau. A railgun.
I hate her with that railgun. Every single time she fires it, she rolls a 6 to wound. Oh, look at that, Harry. D3 mortal wounds.
Actually...
Amanda says, it is I, King Julian. Which of you is attracted to me?
What was I going to say? I've just had it there. He did actually get, look, there was some rolls in that game. He rolled some 6s. Couple of it blues, couple of his knights up. It was so funny. And everything 2d6, so for d6 mortal wounds. It was so funny, and he let me roll.
Yeah. What?
That Amanda's playing Warhammer.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. How did she go into it?
She knew of it because of me and Boxy, and then she went to Warhammer in Newcastle and bought some.
Yay!
You pansies. What edition did you start 40k? I've been around since 3rd. Love your older metal models. From Sync. I used to play back in 2nd edition a long time ago, and I've been playing again since about 4 months after 7th came out. 7th came out, there was Orcs, Space Wolves, and I think the Grey Knight Codex had been out as well. Ronnie Anderson, so I just started the Beast Claw Raiders army and I'm painting a Stonehorn right now. Do you have suggestions on a good 1,000 point list with it? Yes, I do.
No.
So the Stonehorns are not as survivable as what they were, but I went to a 1,000 point tournament with a Huskarl on Stonehorn and a unit of 4 Mournfangs next to him, because when the Huskarl on Stonehorn charges, the Mournfangs also get to attack as well. However, I then had 2 more Mournfangs separately, and that was me 1,000 points, because yeah, it left me 8 points under. 2 seconds, because I've got Mournfangs are now 160 points instead of 200, and a Huskarl on Stonehorn is 380 points, brings you to 860. So I would recommend a Huskarl on Stonehorn, a unit of 4 Mournfangs, a unit of 2 Mournfangs, leaves you with 140 points. Get a good Buster Butcher and ally him in, because Butchers are phenomenal. Have I ever took my Beast Claws without a Butcher since the John Hamburg 2017?
No.
No. Butchers are awesome because they can cast Arcane Bolt or Mystic Shield. Or the Maw. The Maw is hard to get off, but when it goes off, doesn't it, Lucy?
I can't remember because you kept feeling it.
That's when it went off and you do D3 Mortal Wounds, then on a 4+ you do another D3,
Oh.
and then on another 4+ you do another D3. How many Dryads did I kill with that spell?
You know, you didn't answer the question earlier. What armor you've never faced?
I didn't. I'll tell you in a second. So,
Dodge that one.
yeah, a Butcher. You eat from the Butcher's pot and you can either heal or give someone +1 to hit. So, yeah, Butchers are phenomenal. And basically, that's the 1,000 point list that I took. But because of the point reductions, you basically get a Butcher in there as well. It also means that you can deny a spell. Sync is Simon M, the dude who sent the Hive Town pick. Did you get me response about Lieutenant Tolmeron? James Ellis says, evening all. Amanda, who is John Nichols, says, me and my flatmate are both painting our figures whilst we watch. I miss you very much, Harry. Well, you shouldn't have moved to Newcastle. And just saw that BR, and thanks, mate. No worries, man. Yeah, I love the Beast Claws. Definitely my favourite Sigmar army. I was tossing up when I was, just before I bought them. Did I buy them? Basically an Icewind Assault box and another Stonehorn, or did I buy 4 Start Collective Flesh Eater boxes and the Beast Claws won out? And in a way I'm kind of glad that they did, Lucy, because I love them.
Yep. I think you would have loved your death, but
nah, not as much. I don't think so anyway.
I think what you loved, one of the things that made you really like fall in love more with was the models that you had to paint, because you said yourself you were sick to death of painting armour.
Yeah.
Because even when you like did some of my Stormcast, like me Prime and me Stardrake, there was a lot of armour on them.
Yeah.
So the Beast Claws was so totally different, and even your bases as some be able, they're quite actually. I think that's why I got some of my inspiration for my Sylvaneth ones.
Yeah.
I love the water effects he did on his Beast Claws so much. Wait, you did. Sylvaneth ones, because yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed doing the bases for the Sylvaneth as well. They were really, really fun.
Yeah. Didn't actually someone ask for a tutorial on them?
No, on actually painting the Sylvaneth themselves.
Oh, that's right.
So when I come to do your hunters that are next to me, other than the fact I've done the first layer of colour, I'll be doing that.
Oh, the Battery Party pub that we did at Warhammer World just before Christmas, the amount of comments about the army, how beautiful it is. I know he painted it, but like, yeah.
Even Curry said it was really nice. So that was nice, getting a compliment from her about it.
Yeah. What army have you never faced them?
Dark Eldar.
Really?
I have never played against Dark Eldar.
Yes, you have.
Oh yeah. when you used them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I love how like you had like a huge army for 7th of Dark Eldar, but like everyone asked, what's the rarest? Oh, good luck.
Good luck, Mikey, man. Is it for the is it on the heavy metal team or on the diorama team, or is it just in the shop? I hope it's on the diorama or heavy metal team, man, because man, that free hand.
Like you had such a huge army for 7th edition for Dark Eldar, and everyone asked said Dark Eldar was probably the rarest. And now, because of how good they are in Earth, it's like
A lot of people jumped on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
I mean, since more of the codexes came out, they have kind of been left a little bit, but they're still very good.
Yeah, I've never lost with them, so.
Yeah, I played the Blood Angels incredibly badly in that game against you as well.
Yeah.
Like very, very badly.
We were just actually talking about it last night. Like
he's applying for an army and battlefield painter. Man, you need to get that job. That would be so awesome.
Yes.
Staff discount, like, mate. No, I'm kidding. I know you can't. But yeah, honestly, good luck, man.
Yeah, definitely. Let us know ASAP.
Does that mean you'll be moving, or are you going to commute? Because you're in Hull, aren't you?
Well, I thought he was in Sheffield.
Mikey Herbert is in Sheffield from Hellstorm Wargaming. That's not Mikey Herbert. That's Mikey Mowat.
Yeah.
So Elven Ranger, love your Blue Angels, mate. I have 8,000 points of corn painted for AOS, which includes a real Forge World Chaos Mammoth.
Ooh.
Nice one. He's going to be moving to Nottingham.
You sent us a picture,
Elven Ranger.
Yeah.
I'll post on your Facebook page. Yeah, I mean, nice one, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I think you really need to do something about your corn, because this bloodletting spams is like, yeah,
it's
predictable. I'm not being funny, but
you know inside out now.
And I find it very
boring to play against.
Yes. I'm sorry, but with what you've got, with what you normally paint, I don't think you've got much of a chance against me Stormcast.
Not with if I painted more of my Mortal Corn.
Yes, you need to do that. And then Berserkers, the ones I've played thingy twice.
Oh, the Wrathmongers.
Yep, you've got them sitting there, and I think it'll be a much closer game if you spice it up a bit.
Yeah. If you tone it down a little bit as well. I don't even know how much I would have for Age of Sigmar for Corn. I've got a lot. I've got 3, 4, 5, 4 Bloodthirsters, Scarborough, the Demon Prince, 20 Hounds, Karanak, 9 Blood Crushers, Herald on Juggernaut.
Khan the Betrayer.
No, he's not for Sigmar. I've got the named Herald Skulltaker, I think. I've got Lord on Juggernaut. Got 80 Reavers. I've got one of every hero. I've got 4 Blood Stalkers, 2 Blood Secretors, 4 Korgorath, Skylar, Valkyria, 80 Reavers, 20, about 40 Warriors, 10 Wrathmongers, 10 Skull Reapers.
You've got the bottom shelf, all the legs.
Oh, I've got 2 Soul Grinders as well. Yeah, thank you. I forgot about them. And Be'lakor. I've got Be'lakor. Because everyone needs a Be'lakor in their life. They do.
If you could have one Forge World model for Corn, what would it be?
What is this? One that exists or one that I would like to make?
Exists. Yeah, the same question to everyone. Do that?
Oh, it'll be on about the 40k book.
Oh.
Why Skunkbot? What do they do in the new book? I've got one painted, but I may have to paint the second.
No. That's 40k time.
Yeah, but Soul Grinders are also in Sigmar.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about them.
No, because you basically target them and then it's like, oh, your soul grinder was there, now it's not.
Like he keeps putting Scarbrand in.
Yes, he's 400 points and Lucy just goes, right, all my ranged weapons straight at him, he's gone, bye.
But he still puts them in, so I shouldn't, but he's so scary.
Reduced points and a better gun. Do you all have any tips for painting large models without an airbrush?
Yep, definitely do. Go to B&Q, somewhere like that, and in the wallpaper, and wallpaper by the paintbrushes.
Don't tell him that.
You need. Passes the brush. Dry brush. No, I'm joking. I'm no good at painting, so have you?
I've done Storm Ravens and tanks, and if I'm honest, I haven't really done any for a long time. I mean, the Deathwatch Land Raider basically sprayed it black and I just edge highlighted it all grey. Your best bet is probably ask Mikey if he's still in the chat, because even doing armour from like the top corner of dark red, doing most of it, and then the top corner to a light red, half of it, and then a quarter, and so forth, is still very monotonous, slow. It's not easy, and that's the way I originally learned, but I would absolutely use an airbrush from now on. Like, people say it's cheating, and whilst it is, it gives a much, in my opinion, softer blend.
It does, yeah.
And it's so much, it's so fast. Like, all these Dark Eldar stuff on here. Lucy, how long did it take me to airbrush these?
10 minutes.
Yeah. I'm gonna steal that blue from you. I've caught the guy on the arm. I'm not that far I've been done actually. I've got some blue hair to paint and then a few faces.
I've just been, it seems to have taken me ages to do them, half them, the heads
Guardians.
It's that paint, I hate it.
Yeah, it's unfortunately, I think it's to do with painting on the purple for some reason, because I have exactly the same issue when I paint the wave serpents and stuff.
Yeah. So I'm coming back to, is there any other Stormcast players in the chat tonight?
What, other than Vandus?
Yeah. What's your take on the new Celestant, the named one?
Vandus likes him, and me and him were actually talking on Facebook regarding this. Take the other Celestant and give him the command trait Consummate Commander.
Yeah.
So that basically running behind a unit of 10 Retributors, buff them with Castellan, Blessed Weapons them, give them Furious Retribution, so they're +1 to hit, which means they're doing 2 mortal wounds on a 5, hitting on 2s, and getting extra attacks on 5s. But then you use Heralder on them so they can move and run and still charge, and that guy gives them +3 to the charge. If you then need damned terrain, damn yourself so that you're hitting on 4s, generating extra attacks on 4s, doing 2 mortal wounds on 4s. Yeah.
Actually, that's what I was going to ask. I came to this last night. Blessed Weapons. I probably asked before, but I've forgotten. Right, so it's any hit rolls of a 6 generates an extra attack immediately.
What's this for?
Blessed Weapons.
Yeah.
Now, Furious Retribution is +1 to hit.
Yeah.
So does that count for Blessed Weapons as well?
Which means you get Blessed Weapons off on a 5, yes.
5?
Yeah. Which means if you then damn yourself, you're another +1 to hit, which means you get Blessed Weapons off on a 4. Hey Dark Artisan, post my corn army on your page, all 8,000 points of corn. Nice, I'll check that out in a couple of seconds. Oh no, I need to do that one blue. I think that's it. Then I'll be just onto a few bits of skin and some skulls. Cullen says water down, use Duncan's 2 thin coats and multiply it probably by about 5 times more. I'll work on an undercoat spray that is a similar colour to the start. Yeah, the problem with that is that my entire Eldar is purple, so it's easier to spray purple. It just means it takes 2 coats with the bone. Unfortunately.
Oh.
Oh, I've got a guy there with no head. I don't know what happened to it.
Maybe headness. Oh, right.
Oh, you just snapped off his base.
That's what I was doing, but then I put my hand on his back. Because I kind of get to the back of his cloak when he was on the base.
Elvin, did you post it against the wall of the Dark Artisan page?
Yeah.
I can't see it. Oh wait, there we go. I found it. Wow. Well, first of all, although it's 8,000 points, I'll immediately hack off like 3,000 for Archeon and the Mammoth and Scarbrand.
Jealous.
Archeon, Scarbrand, and there's the War Mammoth.
Whoa, I've not seen that before.
It's Forge World. Phil's got one. It's massive. They don't actually make it anymore, which is why it goes for a fortune.
Oh.
And you've got Bloodthirster, 2 skull cannons, whole massive horde of the mortal blood crusher guys. Tagged you. No worries, man. I found it now. There's a bit of a delay on the thing. Don't choose bone unless you really have to. Well, I kind of have to, seeing as all of me other Eldar is purple and bone.
But it's like it's a different faction.
Yeah, it was supposed to be my take on Craftworld Altanzar.
Oh, can you get him off the base as well, please?
No.
Why?
He's glued in. Sorry. Yeah, I know. I can pull Heralder off because I just glued him on.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want him off?
Yes, please. Does anyone use the butt plugs? These, I call it, it's a butt plug. Look at it, it looks like one. Does anyone use them? For painting?
I would hope that they do use it for painting. Vandus is back.
Welcome back.
And he's going to get welcomed back to the talk of butt plugs.
Right, it looks like a butt plug, I'm sorry, but it does.
Elven Ranger says, I love the paint scheme for your Beast Claw Raiders. Thank you very much, man. So about the new Stormcast model, other than Lord Ordinator, Lucy is going to love it. Why?
Send me some info on Facebook and I'll not see anything.
How do you find out this information, though, Vandus? That's the thing.
Yeah. Do you work for Games Workshop?
Mikey says, I got one for Christmas, but I've only painted vehicles since.
Got one what?
Butt plug.
I can't help it. I really can't. I'm sorry. No, it's just reminded us of that comment I made in the video. The tail when he's coming up the way.
What? She's broke. Stephen Dunn's joined. Yeah, I picked Steel Confessors when I was doing Imperial painted. The Dozer blade on the front of the Vindicator's bone by brush was horrible, and yes, it does. Perfect Slanesh paint as Christmas gift. See, you should be painting Slanesh, Lucy. Someone's got a serious problem here.
Oh. No, in the game we just played the Tau, he was basically doing a little overview of what just happened, and he says oh, you know, I can't know. So
wow.
Talk, please.
About what?
Anything, new models, whatever.
Anything except butt plugs.
Yes.
So, yeah. I really want these finished tonight so that I can actually move on to your things down there.
Kind of hunters.
Yes.
And dry I'm really looking forward to dry getting done. Seeing some of the models in the Sylvaneth group, it's like, wow.
There's so much that you can do with Sylvaneth models though.
Yeah, I think they're the most versatile.
For painting schemes that you can get.
Yeah.
Oh yes, new guy. Malin Portent's character page, background pic. For now, that's what you need to know. Send me a Vandus. Oh, there's a new Nurgle character coming out that's basically a Blight King with a certain hammer and things like that, right? That guy. Right, and he's 15 quid to buy next week. Right.
Still getting them?
Nope. Phil made him.
Wow.
Is Lucy painting the Shade Spy Stormcast? She is. She's painting those three and the Heralder and the new Celestin all in one go. So just 5. You tend to batch paint in about 5s, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Apart from the Protectors, you did all 10 in one go.
God, yeah. It took us so long to actually get up and go to paint them.
Ah!
Wow.
What are you looking at?
The eyes.
Where? All right. So, because there shows you the 4 characters, but that is the new Stormcast.
Him.
Well, that's Bob the Builder, also Davos.
Yeah. So is that not him?
No.
Ooh.
There is a lot to do with Slaanesh models, like put them as casualties on Khorne bases. Funny you should say that, because Graham, who we know who plays Slaanesh, has Stormcast and Khorne Bloodletters on his Slaanesh bases.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, I did used to put like dead models on my Dark Eldar bases. Like, I've got a dead Necron on one. Oh,
You've got a dead
Terminator from the Toxicrane kit. I've got the dead Space Marine Terminator.
I don't know what you mean. But on one of his Knights bases, he's got a
Yes.
Eldar head.
The Eldar Revenant Titan head. I think I need to put a Tau head on it.
You know what colour do I do my belts now? Black or blue?
I don't know. You have to look at blue. I think you started doing them black, but then you swapped them to blue because you didn't redo all the Liberators yet.
Yeah.
Not that box. Is it this one? No, it's not that one either. I also might need to go back, Lucy, and you know me Wraith Guard with the axe and shield. I may need to magnetise them because I feel that the Wraith blades with the 2 swords are better. Whereas in 7th I thought the axes were good, but the axes are just way too expensive now. So I've actually got, there's half of them. The other half of them's in here.
Is it?
That's a dead Space Marine Terminator.
What are you going to do?
Paint and put them on the base or something.
Do red for 2 nights.
I'll probably put them on a Dark Eldar base. I'll put them on one of these bases.
Yeah.
And I've got, there's half a normal Space Marine body up in the kit that I've got. I think that's in the other box though. Also, Phil very kindly gave me 3 more Sanguinary Guard, Lucy.
Did he?
He did. Jacob had given to him and he only needed the backpacks and the wings for something.
And for salamanders.
Yeah, but obviously I had a spare set of backpacks and stuff anyway off Sean Murtaugh. So I can actually make 3 more Sanguinary Guard and still have a couple of backpacks left over.
Have you used the spares from the models I got you for your birthday cake?
The Death Company?
Yeah.
No, I've still got all of that because I need to put the jump packs on them.
Yeah. last year for his birthday. I made him a Blood Angel cake, and I spent a couple of days in Gabe's workshop Sunderland, and I bought a Death Company squad.
And the box of clipped together termagants.
Yeah, and so I did the top of the cake like a battlefield because of the
Kyle gave her a little piece of an Aegis defense line. So yeah. Oh wait, there's loads of comments. I loved painting mine. Barry enjoyed painting his Shade Spire models. He painted his Stormcaster. You know, the turquoisey coloured ones.
Right.
I think he did them. Then Michael Bottrell did the turquoise ones as well. Jess also did hers in the turquoise colour as well.
Oh, Jess is a really good painter. Check out our YouTube channel's Jewel Night Jess.
Yeah, I follow her on Instagram as well.
Yeah, she's a really good painter. She's got some Dark Angels as her main army.
Yeah, she does some really good Dark Angels. Vandis, I often put Khorne casualties on my Stormcast bases. I will wish for next Christmas Harry's Bloodthirsters on a spike. No. Elven Rangers, so are the Malling Portents Harbingers going on order soon? No, we're not ordering them. I don't think, nah, we're not getting any new armies. Basically, Elven Ranger wants to know if we're going to get any Malling Portents.
I don't know
It's the new death campaign thing that everyone's going on about.
No, we are saving our money because we are going to go to Disneyland sometime this year.
Harry's nids are amazing. I remember him. Mikey, my nids, right, are 3 colours with wash and dry brush with a brush that size. But thank you very much. I think it goes back to what Mikey said earlier. It depends on what makes the army unique. What makes my Tyranids unique is the water bases and seashells.
Yeah.
They are not well painted at all.
They were some of the first models I painted for you.
I let Lucy paint me Hero Jewel, put it that way.
And that was like, I think that was even before I started doing them crates.
Yeah, probably. And you painted loads of me Necrons for us.
I did. He gave us one model to do, and it was like a spider, and I've got a true phobia, not just a fear of spiders. Ugh.
Lord Ordinator, you must. Oh yeah, she's getting Lord Ordinator. We'll still get like a couple of models, but to be honest, unless something massive happens, I don't think we're gonna get a lot of other stuff.
No.
I mean, for me, I've toyed with getting some of the clipped together aggressors just because I do love them.
Yeah.
Like, if I see stuff second hand now and it's a bargain, I will probably pick stuff up second hand, but I'm not bothered about buying anything new at this point. I'm just getting a Tyrannid Tyrannocyte, which I didn't have. I don't have a Maliceptor or a Horospex, which I'm not bothered about. And I haven't got Pyrovores.
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, half the stuff I've got I just never use because I've got so much of it and I don't play very often. I mean, like him.
We do need to get you playing more.
I'm going to want him as my new Selson on Dracoth and turn the other one, maybe the other one, the one I usually use as Vandus. He's not even based. I've got up there, I've got 6 prosecutors, not even based. Like I said, it took us about 5 months to get the protectors built and painted.
Yeah, you went off painting because
so much.
It's exactly how I felt about my Blood Angels because I had so much of them. We weren't bothered.
Yeah.
Well, or I wasn't bothered about painting Blood Angels, and Lucy painted so much of her Stormcast that she literally went off them.
And for months I was just, I'm not painting them. I'm not.
Do you want the soap?
No, I'll just use this.
Okay. Scroll down to Hexwaits and watch the flying horse above them. Yeah, we'll have a look in a bit, man. New model artwork for Death.
Oh, has anyone
oh wait there, Mikey sent it. Yeah, Mikey sent us a picture of Ordinator. Mikey, doesn't he look like Sir Davos from Game of Thrones? There, Vorus Starstrike he's called. He wields hammers that strike with the thunderclap force. It is these warriors' solemn duty to read the stars above, using the truths they find there to engineer the fates of the free people upon the battlefield. Watch the Stormcast picture. Vanessa, I don't understand. Watch the picture of the following link. New cav. But there's no... Am I watching the videos?
It's Mushroom Goblet.
Yeah, that's him there. The new destruction model. Fungoid Cave Shaman. Which... Am I...
The artwork.
Right, so I've clicked on Vorus Starstrike, and obviously there's a picture behind him.
Chaos.
Is that the full video?
Destruction.
Yeah, it is. Marling portents the visionary artwork. Where is that?
Why are you trying to find out? Has, speaking of artwork, has anyone got themselves the pack of the playing cards? What's it called?
Yeah, just literally playing cards.
I got Phil and Harry pack for Christmas. So I haven't getting over them, but apparently the artwork's meant to be amazing on them.
Oh, they're there on the shelf. I haven't opened them yet. I don't know how to play cards. I know how to play Snap and Fish.
I love Snap, and I don't know what Fish is.
It's where you lie them all face down and you turn them over to find the matching pair.
It's not called Fish, because Fish is
The background artwork. The background artwork's just a picture of the guy.
Oh my god, you know, I've just realised.
What?
One of the Shadespire ones is a dead head on there.
It's no dead head, it's a statue of a Stormcast.
Oh, why then?
But close. With bigger horns. He doesn't have horns. Randos, I'm going to screenshot what I can see and send you it because I don't understand what you're going on about.
Is anyone else in a paint and slum or anything? Sorted.
No, he just keeps sending me the link and I can't. It just takes me to the. It's something to do with the link. It like just takes me to the same page all the time.
It's going to need 3 quarts, I think.
Ah, I don't even see that. It's like a retribute of riding a dragon with a liberator riding a dragon with a bigger horn.
What?
Can you see the 2 horns? And it's just a liberator.
Oh.
Wait there, I'll tell you what, I'll open this up on my PC instead because I'm trying to Facebook from my phone.
I'm gonna have to me Vanguard stuff, get that back out because I've only played it probably once, all of it.
I know, I'm going to do your bases tomorrow. Stop messaging Vandis. I still can't see it even on the website. The Visionary, how did you get there? The cycle of life has been interrupted and I'm guessing that's why Nurgle's going to. I still don't see where this picture is, but okay.
Just give up. What is it? Is it a new model?
It's just the artwork there that showed the new cavalry.
So we're getting more new models.
Yep.
Yay! So excited.
Oh man. I really wanted to get these finished, Lucy, but I don't think I'm gonna. I'm not far off it. I've got a few faces and stuff to highlight.
Sure, I'm missing something here.
What?
Just
Do you know what I've just realised I need to do for you as well?
What?
Paint the skin on Lord Aquila and Neve, because you haven't done them.
And these two here.
Yeah. I'll show you a super easy way to paint skin.
You hating it? Why?
Because of the amount we painted a few months back.
Oh.
That was an insane amount, mate. I wouldn't have taken on commission that size. I'd have gone insane with it. That'll be Vandus again. I'm clicking the link, Vandus, but it just takes me to the goblin guy. The following link shows the goblin. You scroll down before clicking on the video, you'll see the background image of that Stormcast riding something. That ain't a Dracothian. Oh, there.
What is that? That's nothing like a Dracothian. That's not even like a Palador.
It's more hunched over. It's like more.
It's a mixture of both. They've been breeding them.
It's got a longer neck than a Dracothian, and it's more hunched over. It's very much like it's a Bastillodon. It's very much like a horned Bastillodon, but that is definitely a Liberator. There's no two questions about that. Is a Liberator, not a Retributor, because the what do you call it? Even the when you run the Dracothian Guard with the hammers, what they're called?
I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Tempestos
are the crossbows.
Concusses.
Yeah, concusses.
No, they're the. Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah, Desolators are the axe guys. Tempestos are the crossbows. There's the javelin ones as well, but I can't remember what each of them are. It's hard to make out what the rest of it is. I mean, it looks like the stud around a Dragonfate Dais.
Yeah.
I would say that's a Dragonfate Dais.
Any news on when they're coming out?
Well, they're showing artwork of stuff, so... Look at them giant wolves behind the shaman there. I don't know what they are. Trying to see if I can spot anything else.
Prophecy to Sigmar's chosen was a matter of celestial divination and a gift, a holy
Does
command
anyone think
to
the
the
God
play.
King will go a model? Oh, Vandus, do you?
It's a Dracothian variation with bigger horns, even more armoured because of that neck. Yeah. I think, Lucy, once I've done
Call it a day.
the base colour on the faces, we'll call it a night.
Yeah.
so close to getting these done.
This thing's taking more than normal.
A couple of coats.
3. But he's getting there. They all are.
I need to take some pictures of the knights in the tower to use for the animations as well, and I forgot.
Are they still out?
Yeah, I'll do that in the morning though. Maybe later, we'll see. Yeah, because I need them to do the animations for the Pokemon battle. Oh, I'm not. I forgot to do all the fleshy things, fleshy bits on these.
That sucks. That when you think you almost finished a model or group models and you find loads you haven't done.
Yeah, it's just like the tabards because I do them flesh colour on these. And then I need to wash the faces and dry brush them with Palette Witch Flash.
Stephen, if you're still there, how's your oh god, what armies Liam got?
Seraphon.
Yeah, how's your Seraphon coming along, Stephen? Harry, Lucy.
Oh no! There's an option there, and Lucy's answer's not there. For me, it's Charmander every time.
What's a Charmander and a Squircle?
The original 3 starter Pokemon from Red and Blue.
Like I said yesterday,
I've
never watched it.
We actually
never played the game.
We had this conversation earlier because I was telling Lucy what I want to do for one of the animations, right? And James, this is going to be the character that you voice as well. So basically, right, imagine when you're playing the Pokemon game and the opponent flies on from the left-hand side really fast across to the left. Flies on from the left, flies across to the right really fast, but then slows right down for the last quarter of it. And then you see the back of the opponent or your Pokemon fly on from the right-hand side to the left really quick and then slow down just as they pass each other, and then you've got loads of lines flying back and forwards to show the speed of them. Basically it's going to be like that, and it's going to be like a wild Tau appeared, or a wild Tau wants to battle, because there was a, would you describe that combat there I'm on about? I'm not going to tell them the 2 models because that'll ruin it. It was a knight, obviously, for my side, but I'm not telling you what I charged. I don't even know what I was going to say now. It was an epic battle, wasn't it?
It was.
It was an epic close combat. A wild Riptide appeared. No! It wasn't a Riptide!
Nope.
Got that original battle theme in my head now. Mikey, that's kind of what I want to go for, like, not towards that, but I'll have to find some license-free music that is close to that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've never watched Pokemon, played the games or anything like that.
She's missing out so much.
Just not into it. You've got the wrong chair again.
I know, I've got the squeaky chair. You're both wrong, clearly it's Bulbasaur. No, Liam chose Bulbasaur, that's why he's got a Bastiladon.
No idea what that means.
Have you seen pictures of Pokemon before?
A couple of them.
Right, hang on.
Yellow.
That's Pikachu. Google.co.uk. Images. Charmander. That is a Charmander.
Ah.
He evolves into Charmeleon. Basically, when they level up, they evolve. That's Charmeleon.
Ooh.
So he's.
Oh, he's cuter before.
Yeah, he gets angry. And then he evolves into this.
Oh, that's awesome, that.
Charizard. Then, do you know, I don't know if you played some games, do you know how water is good against fire, but grass is good against water, but fire is good against grass because it burns the grass absorbs the water puts the fire out.
Right.
But basically, that's what Pokemon's like with types. You've got a lot more than that. You've got like poison, psychic, fighting, rock, earth, flying, steel, dark, fairy. normal, which is basically non-elemental. That's a Bulbasaur.
Oh.
Notice how it's got a bulb on its back.
Yeah. That's so cute.
Then you get Ivysaur. Obviously that's how big it is compared to Pikachu, it's quite small. But then Ivysaur's a bit bigger, so the bulb opens up.
Is this power something to do with flowers?
Well, that's a Venusaur, so Venusaur's massive there, you can see compared to the two people. With a giant flower on his back, and he does a move called Solar Beam where the flower basically absorbs all the daylight and then beams it back out, which is why we call Lemus Bastillodon Venusaur. Because that's basically what it's got, giant crystal on its back like that. Then you've got Squirtle. There's Squirtle.
Oh, look at his glasses.
Yeah. Ash's Squirtle from the cartoon actually started with the sunglasses because he was a bit of a troublemaker in a local village. Yeah. War Turtle. He evolves into War Turtle.
Oh, he looks awesome.
So a bit bigger there. And then he evolves into Blastoise. And then Pichu. That's a Pichu.
Oh, that one is the most adorable thing ever. In a
The Pichu in the Pichu onesie.
Yeah.
So, I think I can't remember because I didn't really play much of Ruby and Sapphire onwards. But Pulse and Minun. So basically, that's an electric type. Pulse. So there you get Pulse and Minun, which are, I think they were a male and female version. So basically, you know how you get negative and positive currents for electricity. But basically, they were like magnets. So one was red with a positive sign and one was blue with a negative sign. I think that evolves into Pichu, which you just saw, and then Pikachu, which was Ash's Pokemon, is that. And then he doesn't evolve in the show, but he evolves into a Raichu.
Oh, they are so cute.
How about this one?
Oh, it's like a unicorn.
No, it's a fox.
It's like it's got the bulb on the bulb. I don't know what I mean.
And then she evolves into Ninetales, which is that one. She's a fire Pokemon.
She's stunning.
Eevee. That's an Eevee.
Oh, it looks like she's got a scarf on.
But she can evolve into different types.
Is that a fish unicorn?
No, that's a water version of Eevee called Vaporeon. That's Jolteon, Flareon, Leafeon. Well, I knew about Umbreon and Espeon, which were dark and psychic. I didn't know about these three, which is Leafeon, so a grass one, Glaceon, which is an ice version, and then Sylveon, which is a fairy version.
Fairy.
Oh, do you know who Jigglypuff is?
No.
Oh my god.
Oh. Okay, the one with the legs is freaky.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's someone's really bad drawing. That evolves into a Jigglypuff. Look. So that then it evolves into a Jigglypuff. I think it's Wigglytuff is the evolved version. There, that's the evolved version of Jigglypuff.
Oh, I like that.
I think I need to get Lucy to watch Pokemon now. I probably missed loads and loads of comments. I have. We're there. Got the original battle theme in my head. I'll make a Squirtle with Phil's face and he's gonna kill you. Oh my god. You are both wrong, clearly it's Bulbasaur. I'm unashamed Pikachu fanboy, my entire childhood wrapped up in one yellow mouse.
Oh.
James actually said there ages ago, show her Jigglypuff. Venusaur is fugly. Metal Madness gaming its will. Alright man, what the hell are you drinking, James? All except for that fat pink ball. Pikachu talks. And when that movie showed up, it ruined the whole thing. Oh no, they remade the original movie with a voice actor for Pikachu, didn't they? I never want to watch that ever. Don't show her that fat ball. Mewtwo. This stream took a left-hand turn. Psyduck and Slowpoke, absolutely. Oh man. Psyduck. There you go. Misty Psyduck gets headaches all the time, and accidentally does psychic powers, like saving the day, and people don't even know that it's him.
Oh, do they eventually though?
No, I think Misty Psyduck evolves into a Golduck. Togepi.
Oh.
Misty carries that around it like that, like a baby for ages.
Oh, I like that.
And he evolves into that. Togetic. Slowpoke. There's Slowpoke.
Oh,
he's basically a water sloth.
He's pink.
And then he evolves into Slowbro. When a Shelder bites his tail, he becomes that. So a Shelder is that.
Whoa.
Little clam guy. He's tiny. His voice is really, really, really squeaky as well. I think I need to get Lucy watching Pokemon, guys.
I think I'm the only one who...
There, Will. Lucy, I want a dice box, make it so.
Really? The glitter and everything, because I will.
Sync says you're never getting your bases done. Well, not today. No, probably not. We're going to call it a night in a few moments anyway. I've literally got the skin left on a few riders and the tabards, and then I've got all the bases. But I cheat with the bases. Just for you guys, I'm going to drop you a little bit of a hint. Lucy, can you remember my easy way to paint these?
Yeah, you can put a straw
Over the stem.
that and then spray them.
Yep. Will says he 100% wants one.
Right, wait, just tell us what colours.
On Monday, shall I see if I can grab another one of them, but in a different colour.
Yep.
I'll see if I can find another picture frame the same as that one. Just for you guys as well, before we say goodnight, I'm going to show you Lucy's dice tray. I had no help in her making this at all. There you go. And we used it in the Tau and Night battle report.
And I still managed to get a couple on the floor.
You didn't get many missed.
No.
You only a few missed.
It was very good to me.
I haven't even built me Night, Lucy. I was supposed to build me a Atropos tonight as well.
Well, yeah, you've got a day off tomorrow.
I do, and then I've got 2 days of... Oh. 2 days of the weekend. Oh, do you want to see something?
Okay.
You can see, but obviously they can't. This is the start of... It's probably going to be a bit slow because of the stream as well.
The start of our campaign.
This is... Yeah, it's not playing. It's sucking up too much memory.
I look once we go off there.
Yeah. Yours isn't as pink as I'd want it or fluffy enough. Will says it's not pink or fluffy enough. Where can I see the dice? Which dice? Look at that, amazing. Ones. What did Phil say yesterday about that? About what? Oh, the glitter tray. He wasn't happy. He said it had to go. And how big are they compared to the 20 GW dice? Do you mean my dice, James?
No, Games Workshop dice. Put 20 and see how big it is.
Oh, I haven't got any GW dice. I've got some Lucy's pink 16mm dice. If you can see them pink on pink. You can just click OBS there for us to see. Down at the bottom. Yeah. There you go. So that's what? 3, 6, that's 8 dice.
Yeah, big dice though.
Well, that's what size mine will be in when they come.
Alright.
So that's 8 dice there, so still a canny size. Yeah, your Dark Artisan ones. They'll be that size as well, James, 16mm. I think we need to call it a night because I've been saying we're going to go for like 20 minutes.
I'm tired now.
Phil behaves badly, hit him over the head with that.
That is, thank you, whoever said that.
Vandus. Right, I'm going to call it a night there.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you very much for watching. I might very cheekily go and quickly spray these bases, but beyond that, it's good night. Unfortunately, I didn't get these guys finished off, but they're not going to take much tomorrow. A couple of washes and dry brushes and some glue, and they will be done. I want that box with pink with yellow polka dots for Artisan ones. I will get you a pink picture frame. Lucy will put yellow polka dots on it. And without further ado, guys, thank you very, very much for joining. Thank you to everybody who's sent pictures. Thank you very much for the donations via PayPal. And of course, remember to check us out on Patreon if you want early access to the battle reports. And in particular, the narrative campaign mission 1 is there. Mission 2 might be up by the end of the weekend. We'll have to see, but it'll definitely be up next week. And mission 3 will hopefully be by next weekend. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and we will see you next time.